Doing this class number 109. It's with me, Dave Rennie, and we join you for yoga, nice and chilled out today, from the Space to Breathe Collective. We're a not-for-profit cooperative in Leicester City Centre, and I love teaching from here. It's a really amazing space and a real privilege to teach all of the Royal Voluntary Service Virtual Village Hall people up and down the country. Wherever you are today, welcome. It's very, very sunny here in the East Midlands right now. I don't know if that's going to last, but as I said that, the sun came in with another little bit of rays, so that's really lovely. So yeah, grab whatever you need. I'm going to have a little slurp of tea. This is a nice cup, isn't it? Look at that, zebra. It's beautiful. So maybe you grab a blanket. If you like to sit on something, sit on a block or a little book or anything that helps you feel super, super comfortable. Just set yourself up in a really, really gentle way because you probably need that more than anything else when we first started practicing our yoga practice. We don't want to be uncomfortable sat. So if you do, and I always give this option at the start here, if you want to sit in a chair, then feel free to do that. If you want to lean up against something like a settee or the wall, do that as well. You don't have to bring too much effort or discomfort into your practice. Never want any discomfort. We don't want pain. Sometimes it can be challenging, but let's just see how we get on today. And hi to you, Jane, from sunny Somerset. Now, that was my terrible Somerset accent. I'm sorry if I offended you there. I'm not very good at accents. All right. Okay, I'm going to go back onto my mat. Now, I'm going to take my tea with me. Maybe, if you want to take a drink, do that now. How does that look, everyone? Does that look all right? Yeah, that looks good. I think we're looking good. I'm going to sit on this lovely little block, and I'm going to come in a pose known as Sukhasana. This is easy pose. This is what it's known as. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit because it's pointing up just a little bit too much. So Sukhasana. If you don't want to sit with the legs crossed, that's cool. You can always sit here with the legs out. Be like that. Be like that. You can be up against the wall. Whatever feels good for you. And then bring the hands onto your knees. Have the palms face down or up. It doesn't matter. Maybe you kind of rotate the palms up and down just a couple of times, just to notice how you want to intuitively bring your hands. And then if it feels good, then draw your attention inwards. And you can do that in a number of ways. You can soften your gaze, or you can close your eyes, and then just check in with yourself. It's a nice, simple thing to do. It doesn't mean that it's easy, but just check in with what you brought onto your mat. So maybe you do that by physically scanning your body and notice how your physical body feels, maybe from the crown of the head down to your toes. And then maybe check in with your breath and notice how your breath feels. If you can, breathe in through the nose and out through your nose. Nice. And then just notice how your breath feels in your body, just for one final moment. And don't try and change it, just notice it. Maybe it feels nice and long and smooth and nourishing. Maybe it feels a little bit short and choppy and it's hard to kind of catch the breath. It doesn't matter. We'll just pay attention to it as we go through the class and notice how things change. They might not, but usually they do in yoga. I'll take one more nice deep inhale, and then a full release and exhale, let it go. Nice. And if your eyes are closed, come with your eyes open. If you're sat on something, remove what you're sat on. Maybe place it off to one side. If you're sat up against the wall, then maybe come away from your wall a little bit. Bring your feet out nice and wide, and then just drop your knees either side. A little bit of movement into the hips, into your spine. Nothing too funky or complicated, just moving gently from side to side. And if you want to pause, take a couple of breaths, come back to center, then feel free to do that. Maybe bring the legs out, you can lengthen them, you can have a little massage into the legs, maybe give the legs a little tap out, maybe the bottoms of the feet. Whatever feels good, maybe come into the chest and the shoulders, maybe tap your head out a little bit, just wake yourself up, maybe up and down the arms, bring some aliveness in. Beautiful. Nice. Now come back to a seated position, and we'll spend quite a little bit of time quite a little bit. We'll spend a decent amount of time here. So we make sure you move in and out of these postures. So we'll do a posture, we'll remain seated. Maybe you swap the shins over, maybe you bring the legs out, maybe you bring the knees side to side, whatever feels good. Just make sure that you're not feeling too uncomfortable, okay? So we're gonna do a little twist. So we'll do this nice and simple. Right hand onto the left knee and the left hand behind. Okay, so the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind. Press into the fingers, nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Just twist over to your left. Maybe keeping your eyes closed, taking a few deep, rich inhales, and a few releasing exhales. So every inhale I always find a little bit more length in my spine, and then as I exhale, I just twist a little bit more, but I'm not pushing it. My chin's in line with my sternum, I'm not yanking my head around. Take one more deep inhale, and then a full exhale. Come back to center and then just swap that out, nice and simple. Doesn't matter if you went to the other side to me, but twist to the opposite side. My left hand's on my right knee, my right hand's behind. I'm pressing right into my fingers, so I'm thinking about length here more than anything. Every time I inhale, lengthen the spine. Every time I exhale, ooh, a little bit of a twist. Enjoy that. Maybe it's very, very passive. Maybe you want to work a little bit more energetically. What do you need to bring into your practice today? It could be a little experiment. Notice what you need. Let's take one more complete round of breath. And then a full exhale. Come back to center, and then swap the shins out. So do this. Lean back into the hands. Bring your feet out. Swap your shins. So you've got the other shin in front. Have a little wriggle around. Maybe press into the fingertips. Lengthen the arms. Lift the sit bones a little bit. That can feel quite nice. All right. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it in a dynamic way. And we're going to twist. And we're going to twist. So we're going to inhale left. We're going to exhale right. So we'll do it this way. Inhale. Right hand onto the left knee. Left hand behind. Exhale. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind. So inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. So just twisting on the spine, twisting on the axis of the spine. You don't have to move quickly here. You don't have to swing the arms too much. We're just moving a little bit side to side. And you can make the breath quite powerful. Keep your chin in line with the floor, so you're not dropping the head down like this, you're not lifting it up like this. Inhaling left, exhale right. And I always like to use a little bit more of a powerful breath so that I can hear my breath and I'm just swinging side to side. So do this for a little bit longer. Fingertips just touch behind the opposite hand onto the opposite knee. Inhale left, exhale right. Then we'll do this. Keep the movement going, but bring the hands a little bit further up so the hands are on the heart. So inhale, exhale. So now it's more of a really big twisting motion with the hands, with the arms, and let the arms drive the movement. And you might follow the gaze with the arm. So as I inhale left, I look to the left. As I exhale right, I look to the right. And again, move as fast or as slow as feels good for you. You don't have to think about this too much. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It's just about energizing us, bringing the energy up, and twisting the spine, and just getting into the breath. Inhale left, exhale right. And we'd go 3 more times either side. Inhale, come back to center. Press the fingertips down just by the hips, by the knees. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale through your mouth, just sigh it out. Do that one more time. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Nice, beautiful. Lean back into the hands again. Bring the feet out and drop the knees to either side. Nice and slow. And obviously the gap between the feet, it can be up to you. You can go really wide. Maybe you go a little bit narrower. Whatever feels good. You don't have to drop the knees all the way down. The movement can be just here where you're just moving a little bit. Make sure your wrists feel protected. And then we're going to come back to a seated position, and you might want to sit on something for the next one. So if you're using a block, like I sometimes do, then bring that underneath your sit bones, press yourself up onto it, drop your knees down, or again, if you want to sit against a wall or in a chair for this one, feel free. A little bit of movement through the neck, through the shoulders. So we'll start with the head. So inhale the head to the left. And exhale your head to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Just moving side to side. See if you can realize the space in between your shoulder blades. Think about that area below your neck, kind of the mid part of your spine, how it's connected to this movement. Inhaling left, exhaling right. A couple more times either side. Then inhale, come back to center. And then a full exhale. Nice. Do that one more time. Nice deep rich inhale. And a full releasing exhale. Beautiful. Then we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So inhale the shoulders up. Exhale the shoulders down. There's your movement. So inhale as the shoulders come up towards the ears. Exhale as the shoulders fall down. And you really release the shoulder blades down the back. Keep that going. I'm going to put a little bit of light on. That sun was short-lived. It's nice to have the lights on here anyway, so it provides a little bit different atmosphere. Keep the breath moving within the body. Inhale up, exhale down. Really drop your shoulders down. You want to do one shoulder at a time. That can feel good. Keep the jaw nice and relaxed. Simple movements. Three more times. Nice. Full exhale. And then one more round like that. So a nice deep inhale. And a full releasing exhale. Beautiful. Nice. If you're sat on something, remove what you're sat on. Again, place it off to one side. Bring the legs out. We'll do one more pose seated. Bring the other shin in front. Bring the hands onto the knees. Sufi circles. So just begin to circle the torso around your hips. Notice how that movement feels, especially in your lower spine. Breathe deep down into that area. You know, if you feel like you want to move a little bit more gently, I guess, then you're here, you know. You don't have to be bending deeply into the elbows. You don't have to be moving fast. Beautiful. Nice. Keep this movement going. Just pick one direction. And maybe you keep the eyes closed or soften your gaze if you were kind of concentrating on, you know, a certain external stimulus. You know, really find the connection deep within, and you can do that by softening the gaze or bringing the eyes completely closed. Inhale back to center, and then just swap it out. Come back the other way. Maybe find that really nourishing deep breath. So inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you round. Inhale forward. Exhale as you round. Here's the rain, everyone. Yes. 15 minutes ago, I thought it was going to be sunny for the rest of the day. And now the rain is arrived. A couple more complete rotations. Inhale, come back to center. And then a full exhale. Really nice work. This is what I'm going to invite you to do. Come to lie down on your backs. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera and lie on this really lovely floor. So come to lie on your backs and then bring your legs nice and long. I'm just going to have a look at some of these. Oh, yeah. Yes. Rainy Northumberland. Margaret's here again. Love it. And Sheffield. Hey, how you doing? Nice, guys. All right. So you're probably there already. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come nice and close and make sure you can see me. Yes. All right. Bring the palms so they face up. Maybe go nice and wide with the legs, actually. Like widen the legs out. And if you want to go wider with the arms, then you can do that. Okay, just feel what this is like, lying down for the first time. Kind of breathe into those parts of the body that we've already concentrated on. So maybe the lower spine, the hips, the shoulders, the space in between the shoulder blades, the upper back. Maybe you feel your neck, just a little bit of movement. And then just drop your head all the way down towards your right shoulder. Keep the eyes closed. Hello, everyone. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the left. So there's your movement. Inhale, bring your head to the center. Exhale, drop it down. And just bring that movement in. Notice what it feels like in the body. And then next time, take an inhale, come all the way back to center, and then hug your knees in towards your belly. So bring one knee in, then the other, and then hug around your knees or around your shins, and then just rock it out. Maybe keep the eyes closed, or you can just gaze softly up towards the ceiling. If anyone's lucky enough to be practicing outside, gaze up towards the sky. I'm looking forward to doing some outdoor yoga with you guys later on in the year. And then bring the hands on top of the knees and then just begin to guide the knees in circles. Really feel your tailbone, your connection down into the earth, and kind of circle the hips out in any direction that feels good. Maybe a little bit side to side, back to front. Don't worry about this too much. See what you need to bring in. Beautiful, nice. And then bring your feet down onto the floor. Hopefully you can still see me. And then have your feet about hip width apart. And then adjust yourself here. And bring your right hand onto your belly and then your left hand onto your heart. And then with the eyes closed and the gaze soft, just breathe deeply into your belly. So on an inhale, feel the belly rise. On exhale, feel the belly just fall back to the spine. And maybe you want to deepen the breath just a little bit. So it's almost as if the breath has got a few little stages to it. So you might inhale a third, maybe pause, maybe inhale a little bit more, pause, maybe inhale that final third, and then exhale, let it go. So you're just deepening your breath. You're noticing how deep you can find the breath within your body. And then just take 3 more complete rounds of breath. Just breathing deeply into your belly. And this is kind of calming the central nervous system. Beautiful, really nice. And then you can release the hands down, hug your knees back in towards your belly. Just a little bit, rock out through the spine. Then keep the knees hugged in, make a basket grip behind the head. Really kind of open out through your forearms and pin your elbows down into the floor. As you do that, think about your lower spine. See if you can flatten the whole length of your lower spine down. Lift the feet a little higher. Nice. So take a full exhale. On your next inhale, just bring your forehead up towards your knees. Just come up this far. So you just roll the upper part of your spine off the mat. And then exhale down. Nice. Take an inhale. And then exhale, come up. just a little bit so you feel that activation, but keep your lower spine connected to the floor. Inhale down. The little tiny crunches. Exhale, maybe close the elbows together just a little bit. Inhale down. Nice. Exhale up. Inhale down. 3 more. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. It's worth it. Exhale. Inhale, come down. Final time. Inhale. Sorry, exhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Nice. And then bring your feet down. Remove the hands, and then bring the hands down by your hips. And then just drop your knees over to the right hand side. Just come into a little twist. I'm a little bit close. Nice. So knees to the right, arms out so they're in line with your shoulder. And then maybe look down the left arm. Take a couple of breaths. Doesn't have to be a super, deep twist. It can be nice and relaxed. Inhale to center, exhale the knees to the left, and then gaze to the right. Nice, everyone. Again, breathe in super, super deep here. Keep the twist relaxed. If this doesn't feel good with the head, then bring the head here all the way up to center. Take one more complete round of breaths. A nice deep, rich inhale. And a full release and exhale. And then slowly inhale. Bring your knees all the way back to center. And then this time, bring your hands down by your hips, palms face down. Bring your feet so they touch, and then let your knees fall open. So my feet are together, and then my knees are opening out, just like the pages of a book. Palms down, palms up. You can always have the hand on the heart, hand on the belly, whatever feels good. Think about your shoulders and the back of your head again, and really relax that part of your body. So the movement of the breath, a nice passive stretch into the inner hips. And then just take one more complete round of breath. And then a full release and exhale. Bring the hands down, hug the knees in one final time in this sequence. And then just roll over to one side. Press your hand down into the floor. Push yourself up. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful. Come back to all fours position. Have a little wriggle around, whatever you need to do. And we'll do a little bit of seated cat-cow. So lots of work into the spine today. So the hands are on the knees. Inhale the chest forward. So the spine is long now and the heart center's lifted. And then as you exhale, you just round your spine. Inhale, come through. And then exhale, round. Inhaling. Exhaling. So you just feel a little bit of a rock on the pelvis. The pelvis rocks forwards and back, but the movement is in the lumbar spine. You just use the hands as support and move as fast or as slow as feels good for you. Nice. Keep the jaw relaxed. Maybe turn the corners of your mouth up. Nice, simple movement. Three more. Inhale, come back to center. And then a full exhale. Nice. And if you're not there already and you want to come onto your mat, then come back onto your mat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stand up and then we're going to come all the way back onto our mats. So we'll do a little bit of sequence standing. We'll flow a little bit and then we'll see where that takes us. Grab a drink if you need to. Nice. And then come to the top of your mat. I think that looks all right. I'm just going to move the camera just a little bit. Line your feet up with the long edges of your mat. That's the first thing to think about. So make sure your feet are lined up. You can go nice and wide on your feet. Just give yourself a little bit of room. Beautiful. And we'll move just with the breath. Just inhaling and exhaling, coming into a forward fold. So nice generous bend in the knees. So when you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, fold in deep. Nice, and we're just going to come out. So inhale, come back up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So there's your movement. Inhale up. And then exhale, fold in deep. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root into the feet, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Use your breath. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hips, come down nice and low. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Final round. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, nice. And then you might want to make a little bit of room for yourself, maybe come into the center of your mat. Okay, so have your feet about hip width apart. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up. Clasp the hands together, push the palms up towards, the pointer fingers are like Charlie's Angels kind of grip. So the thumbs are crossed, and then the index fingers are pointing up. So that's mudra, or that hand position. So here's your inhale, and then exhale, just bend over to your right. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Try and keep the hips nice and neutral. Always inhale into center, always exhale into one side. So a little bit of side to side movement. Nice. Keep that movement going. Inhaling and exhaling. This time, inhale to center, exhale over to the right, and then just hold this for a few breaths. I'm trying to kind of like bring the arms up against the head, up against the ears. Doesn't matter how deep you go. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Beautiful, nice. Inhale to center, exhale, bring your hands down. Nice. Give everything a little shake out. Shake out the legs, shake out the hands, roll the shoulders, shrug them up and down. See what you need to do here. Maybe kick the feet out a little bit. Don't get stagnant, kind of, or too static. Just kind of shake it out, maybe sigh out. Feels good, Just little bits of movement. They don't have to look a certain way. Beautiful. Come back to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Have a look at your feet again. Bring your hands to heart center. All right. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. As you exhale, fold in nice and deep. This time, inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. So this is flat back position. Maybe the hands are nice and high today. Weight in the toes, gaze is straight down, shoulders roll back. You've got length in your spine. As you exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, come all the way back up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that's your movement. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, lengthen, so every movement's got a breath. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more like that. Work with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, root to rise, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. So then just pause here. Hands at heart center. Maybe close your eyes if you're not closed already. Take a few nourishing breaths here. Maybe you feel the sway of the body. Maybe you feel a little bit of movement through the feet. It's all good. Just notice how you feel as you stand. Maybe move around just a little bit. Beautiful. Nice, simple balance. So come to the center of your mats. Really good to kind of keep these balances going through the classes. So we'll do a little bit of tree, but keep it nice and simple today. So hands to heart center, kind of root down through your left foot, spread out through your toes, and then just bring your right foot onto your left calf. Then open out through the right knee. Find a gaze point. Maybe bring the arms out. Don't have to do anything more than that. If you do this, the foot comes down, just come straight back in. Doesn't matter, you can keep the hands here, you can keep the hands here. Doesn't matter. You can do this, you can do this, you can move around like this. You know, whatever works for you. Gaze at one spot. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, just step it out. And then come to the other side, right foot, root down. Look somewhere where you want to find your gaze point. Left foot on the left calf, hands to heart center. Bring the arms up, bring the arms here, sway a little bit side to side. Come in, come out. Whatever works for you, bring it in. Just one more round of breath. Maybe move around. Nice. Exhale, lift the knee, give it a shake, and come back to center. We'll do one more thing standing. So left foot again, we're going to lift up through the right knee, bring the hands onto the hips, and then make a basket grip around the right knee. And then just gaze at one spot. Breathe super deep. Nice. Take one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, come all the way down. Remember to do that. You know, if you want to do this and you want to do it against the wall, you've got this option, and you can kind of find a little bit of support. And then as your balance gets a little bit better, then you can progress and kind of find a position that works for you. Right foot, left knee up, basket grip around the left knee, pull the knee in, find a gaze point, breathe super deep. Deep inhales, full, releasing exhales. Just a couple more breaths. Beautiful, nice, and then just release, give the legs a good shake and sigh out through your mouth. Sometimes you can feel a little bit, like there's a lot of tension in the body when that happens. Back to the top of the mats, everyone. Let's build on this and work through 3 rounds of sun salutation A. So now just moving with the sun, with the breath, in this beautiful way, the body's nice and warm. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come up halfway. This time, exhale, bring the hands down. First time, one foot back, then the other. Take a deep inhale, just lengthen here into your plank. As you exhale, drop your knees, keep your elbows tucked in, lower as slowly as you can, all the way to the floor. So the chest comes through the arms, you keep the elbows tucked in. Tops of the feet, press down, take an inhale, come into cobra. And then as you exhale, come into your first downward facing dog. Well, we'll take 3 breaths together. So deep inhale, full exhale, a deep inhale, a full exhale, maybe a nice generous bend in the knees, and then one more time, deepest inhale, and your fullest exhale. Bend your knees into your hips, up between your hands, gently bring yourself to the top of your mat. So just step forward. You might do it in a few steps, it doesn't matter. Line your feet up, inhale, come back halfway. As you exhale, fold in deep. Press into your feet. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands all the way to heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Step 1 foot back, then the other. Inhale here, separate the feet and lengthen into your plank. As you exhale, drop your knees, lower all the way to the floor. See if you can do this one a little bit slower than the first one. Take an inhale, raise your chest, but keep the elbows tucked in nice and narrow to the body. As you exhale, 2 or 4s this time, then lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Breathe deeply. Take 1 more deep inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step to the top of the mat. Nice and gentle as you do it. Inhale, brings you up halfway. Exhale, you fold in deep, root to the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We've got 1 more to do like that. Really try and embody the breath, enjoy it. Inhale up. Exhale. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down. Big step back. Another big step back. Separate the feet. Inhale, plank. Nice. Exhale to lower. This one, drop the knees or come down in one piece. Keep the elbows tucked in. Take an inhale. Come into cobra. As you exhale into your downward facing dog. Nice. And then pedal the knees out. Bend one knee, bend the other. Kind of make this a little bit dynamic, move it around. Find some stillness, bend the knees deep, look between the hands, step to the top of the mat. Do that really gently, slowly. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold in deep, press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And then just pause here. Hand at heart center, breathe super, super deep. Really beautiful work. And feel your heart beating away in your chest. You know, just spend a little bit of time here just to let everything settle. Fantastic work, everyone. Deep inhales, full, releasing exhales. Nice. Really, really nice work. Okay, what I'd like to do is come to the center of your mats, and you can either face the top of your mat or the side, but you probably want to be still facing the top of your mat, so wherever your camera is, so you can see me. Now we're going to do a dynamic movement, which is going to kind of be a nourishing movement, but I'm going to ask you to come into a squat. So with a squat, your feet are going to be, you know, a little bit wider than hip distance, and the toes are going to be out. Now, when I come into a squat, actually a little bit narrower, because you want to wrap your arms around the knees. So come a little bit narrower. When I come into a squat, you know, I'm kind of here, and my arms are kind of wrapped just over my knees. But you might not get that far, so you might be here. That's fine, as long as your spine feels all right, okay? So that's an exhale as you come down. Then as you inhale, you raise yourself up, make yourself into a big star shape. Then as you exhale, you come back into your squat. So if this isn't for you, this most of us should be okay with. And then you just might be exhaling and coming here. So this is your inhale. This might be your exhale, just to protect. If you can come all the way down, you just come down like this, spend a breath or two, and then when you're ready, you inhale up. So join me. Inhale up, expand, hint of a back bend. Exhale, come all the way in. And here, at this exhale, a couple of breaths maybe, and maybe give your forearms a little rub, maybe your biceps and your triceps, and just bathe yourself in a little bit of love. This is really nourishing. Then inhale, expand everything out. Think about positivity and light. As you exhale, bring everything in and just bathe yourself in a little bit of self-love. Nice. 3 more times. Inhale up. Nice. Exhale down. Don't have to come all the way down, remember. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Nice. Final time. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, come all the way back down. Nice. So bring your hands out in front. Come up onto your toes and then just walk just the hands side to side. So again, if you're up higher like this, that's cool. You can be in a full squat like I am and kind of just move a little bit side to side. Don't have to come onto the heels. You can just stay on the toes. You can maybe walk the hands side to side. What do you need to do? What do you want to do? That's the question, you know. And then what we'll do is we'll come and sit back onto our sit bones and then come back into Sukhasana, where we started the class. Beautiful. Bring the palms so they face up. Take a couple of breaths here. Maybe close the eyes. And again, just a moment just to check in with yourself and notice the effects of your practice. See if you can tap into the shifts that have occurred throughout the class so far. Maybe the energy feels very subtle. Maybe you feel more energized. Maybe you feel on the other side where you want to have a couple of minutes where you rest. Nice. What I would invite you to do now is to lie down on your backs. So come to lie down. Bring your feet out nice and wide, like super, super wide. And we'll spend a little bit of time here in Shavasana. This is corpse pose, where we're hopefully going to find some stillness. If you want to grab anything here, like socks or a blanket, or you put a cushion under your knees or under your head, then feel free. And set yourself up in a position that feels really good for you. If you want to bend into your knees and place the soles of the feet on the floor, then do that. If it feels safe, close your eyes and just let everything settle here. See if you can see or feel or realize the body just melting down into the ground. Just give yourself a few minutes here just to find your perfect stillness. And then when you're ready, just begin to deepen your breath just a little bit. Draw the breath in with a little bit more intention. And then begin to move your body, your fingers and your toes. And any movement that feels good and natural for you here, maybe kind of stretch the arms out. You can always hug the knees in towards your belly. Whatever feels good, maybe rock out on your spine. Nice. I'll leave it up to you. If you're feeling energetic, you want to rock up, you can kind of grab around the backs of the thighs and just rock up, or push to one side and then come up that way. Just press into the top hand and then come up to a seated position. I'll just come a little bit nearer you guys. Beautiful work today. Thank you so much for joining us and for committing to your practice. Let's rub our hands together at heart center. Create a load of heat in between your palms. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful. And then bring your hands over your closed eyes. So close the eyes, bring your hands over. And then from here, just open your eyes nice and quickly, swiftly. Rotate the eyes a couple of times one way, a couple of times the other way. Feel the heat from your palms. Bring your hands down to your heart center. And appreciate yourself. Appreciate everything you do for yourself. With a wholehearted bow, wish yourself well, wish everybody else well. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. Just move this. It's been really nice to practice. Thanks to the Space to Breathe for allowing me to practice here in this beautiful space. look after yourselves, guys. I will see you all next week. Take that positive energy with you, and join in loads of the other classes because they're amazing. The content here is so good. So thank you so much again to Virtual Village Hall, Royal Voluntary Service. Thank you for hosting us all. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.